6.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You alive, listening to Free Radio Provo.
The dramatic shift and change in one's
My
own
name is Provo,
perception,
the hip-hop
thereby
anarchist.
catalyst that deviates
Into
from
the next
social
hour,
norm,
we
take
are
on the
about
status quo,
to
challenge
lyrically
perception
and mentally
forever.
fuck your psychosis.
The content you're about to listen to will for all sakes and purposes fuck you up, daring you to ask the questions no one wants answered. This truth cannot be unlearned. Proceed to listen at your own discretion.
Yo, I enter the room in such a dramatic fashion, smacking Governor Herbert in the face, say, what the fuck is happening? Agent 47, bred by wolves and hit assassins, breathing flames like fucking dragons, roar with Morpheus and Aladdin. The system I shall ravage, Scandinavian savage, linked up with Zulu warriors from the Middle Passage. Situation is drastic, my style is so fantastic. Eons from now, hip-hop will call me a fucking classic. The watches I am on for supplying the rebel arms to the lost children of Beirut, Syria, and Lebanon. When the nation starts colliding, civilians start dying. NSA is caught spying, local police are terrorizing. The disrespected troops become the disaffected groups. Don't be crying for the youth if you ain't dying for the truth. Freedom fighter, terrorist perspective is the only difference. So I say fuck your movement, I stand with the resistance. Conflict settles down, war machine becomes lifeless. The government needs a crisis, so they perpetrate the ISIS. The pen, I am the nicest, my style, you cannot bite this. Me and hip-hop go together like senators and gas prices. Word.
Radical thought,
Radical ways of thinking,
radical ways of acting, and radical ways of speaking. The bullet is the prize for the freedom that's bought. The revolution must be taught or the cause is forever lost. Radical thought,
radical ways of thinking.
radical ways of
Shout out
acting,
to
and
my Salt Lake
radical ways
City
of speaking.
radicals,
The bullet
protesting
is the
Donald
prize
Trump's
for the
bitch
freedom
ass.
that's bought. The revolution must be taught or the cause is forever lost.
They want conflict resolution with passive-aggressive tactics. Prison recidivism helps Congress raise taxes. Majorities say minorities are the burden to the public, while a military consume over half our fucking budget. Lobbyists and feminists fight over the stillborn, while progressives only scratch the surface of the drug reform. They send you overseas, come back, no one's there to help you. Bureaucrats leave you stranded, bootless, homeless at the shelter. It's covering conceal, eyes only in file sealed. Ink from my pen leaks over pages like an oil spill. Information is out there, most of it's convoluted. The truth they try to pollute it, got a brain then fucking use it. Poetical radical with the savage flow. Rhymes are mystical and magical, aimed at the status quo. Countries in hysteria, government tries to bury ya. Before you cast me out, remember I'm made in America.
Radical thought,
Radical ways of thinking, radical ways of acting, and radical ways of speaking. The bullet is the price for the freedom that's bought. The revolution must be taught or the cause is forever lost.
radical thought,
Radical ways of thinking, radical ways of acting, and radical ways of speaking. The bullet is the price for the freedom that's bought. The revolution must be taught or the cause is forever lost. What the fuck is up, Free Radio Provo? My name is Poet, I am the hip-hop anarchist, and we are gonna be getting at you live for the next motherfucking hour. What's up?
half of our fucking budget. Lobbyists and feminists fighting over the stillborn. Surface of the drug reform. Overseas.
KWJUDAS returns once again here on Free Radio Provo.
Behold.
It has been far too long. And yeah, God, Wizard, when was our last show besides Christmas? I mean,
Besides Christmas?
yeah. Jesus Christ. Not to put you on the spot, but can you even remember?
No. I would actually have to get on to the bands folder that has our archives and look at the last date, because I honestly can't remember. It's been that long, folks.
Damn.
It's been way more than a month.
2 months.
Yeah, maybe like...
Well, shit.
But yeah, we have Poet in the studio.
What up,
and that's
what up?
what's important. Poet. Yes. Our esteemed colleague here on a very prestigious and auspicious evening, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Prestigious and auspicious. That's an eloquent way to put what the fuck just happened today.
Indeed.
It's terrible.
We have the privilege of having Poet here on the night of the inauguration of the bastard himself.
The 45th president, Donald J. Trump, sworn in just 3 days after we celebrated, the memory of one of our, greatest civil rights hero. Isn't that about a bitch,
Wait,
man?
did you say heroes?
I did say heroes.
Is that like a cereal?
Yeah, like Cheerios, what I mean? It's all about like, hey, make sure you eat the Martin Luther Kings, man. They get your Cheerios on.
Word.
So
there's
go
ahead.
There's something we should all do, like just what we were talking about just now. Like they treat the 13th floor on a skyscraper, they skip it. You got 11, 12, and 14 on a lot of them, right?
Right.
So there's going to be our 43rd, our 45th, and our 46th
just
president.
kind of that one part that we didn't really...
Yeah, we're just going to pretend it never happened when it's all over. If we even exist anymore.
Yeah, it's
we'll exist.
Yeah, that's the thing. We'll exist, but in what type of state will the human condition be in at that point? It really is something else. We all knew this day was fucking coming once he won the election, and it happened today. It happened today at fucking noon Eastern Standard Time. Donald J. Trump is the official 45th president of the United States, and I was just really hoping that after the last 30 years that this asshole would just be some pop culture fixture that would just have dissipated within time. Thought he'd be a little bit more than say Dick Clark, but not enough as Betty White. And we would just forget about him in a few years. No, this motherfucker will now be in our history books. We have to actually write him in. Ain't that about a bitch, man?
We don't have to do anything. As the wizard put it, he'd just kind of be like the 13th floor.
Yeah.
Right.
You see, we'll just kind of skip this next. So that, wizard, if that's the way that you want to deal with it, then can I just pose you a question?
Sure.
How are we supposed to spend the next 4 years of our lives?
Whacking it in the closet.
I already have been doing that.
We're doing that, man.
Come on, man. Like, give me something. Well, you're not going to be president anytime soon, goddammit.
We've got to fight to hold on to the rights we've already been given because he's going to try and strip those away from us. And he's been speaking about stripping a lot of these fucking rights away from us in education.
Yeah.
And, dude, it's fucking ridiculous. So what we need to do for the next 4 years is fight for our fucking lives to hang on to what we have. Because we're not going to progress anymore with what just went down, in my opinion. We're going to have to fight for what we already have.
Here's
well said.
Hang on to it.
Another question. Do you think it could get any worse?
Fuck yeah, man. The whole it can never get worse. Fuck that, man.
Assassinate him and Pence.
All right, yeah. Pence comes in.
Worse, dude.
Yes.
Game over, man.
Right.
The motherfucker that put
don't assassinate Trump.
Right.
Write it through and fight him.
Speak more to the mic.
And Pence, Pence, this is the same bastard who put a woman in jail for having an abortion. Like, wow, really? That's who you picked as your fucking VP?
Why do you think he did that? I mean,
because he knew no one would take him out.
Exactly. You put somebody who's way worse than you as your runner-up, and no one's going to take you out. I mean, what's worse? Well, this guy.
Yeah.
And what was really, another thing too was, when you look at what also happened was, the Republicans won the House and the Senate, along with Trump's election. Now, I'm not about, partisan politics. I don't give a fuck if you're a Democrat, a Republican, a Libertarian, an Independent. If you are a sane human being and are actually about being, a representation of your constituents, I will support you. But the thing is, we're now going to look at a man who's not only going to be able to get bills and orders passed, he won't even have to wait. He'll get this shit express lane. Someone like Obama had to fight every fucking day in his during his entire presidency. Not saying I supported a lot of Obama, all of Obama's, a lot of Obama's acts, but but that's
me neither. I actually got not to interject, but a whole bag of red Skittles.
A whole bag of red Skittles.
What?
Like
because of Obama.
Because of Obama? I mean, well, you're splitting hairs here. It's just red Skittles, man. Come on.
Anyways.
Well, I mean, that's just the thing, because I will say this. I voted for Obama when, he first came in when I was 18, and one thing I will say, with a lot of the things of his that I did support, I found it nothing but a fucking insult that a man during his administration that dropped over 29,000 bombs in Syria won the Nobel Peace Prize. Like, really? That to me was kind of interesting, but it's looking at what we're going on right now, what we have right now. So Donald J. Trump is our president, and you know, one thing that was interesting is seeing just basically how he had the lowest poll ratings of any entering president. Like the country is really like, wow.
How did this happen?
Well, when I think how it happens, I first will look at the media. I've always really had a very hard time with the media, man. The media is a fucking propaganda machine, and you know, and sometimes that that knife cuts both ways. You know, you look at, you know, for conservatives, they'll watch Fox News. Hannity or that Bill O'Reilly motherfucker. Like, you know, there's some people you just don't like.
Oh, I love Bill O'Reilly.
I mean, I'm just like, there's just some people that like you might not agree with their politics, but Bill O'Reilly's just like that dude. Like, if you were actually sitting next to him on a bus, you'd probably be like, fuck it, I'm ready for an assault charge today. I'm just gonna hit him. Like, I'm just gonna hit him.
Right?
I'm just gonna hit him. Whatever.
It'd be like sitting next to Scott Stapp or something.
Oh,
the guy
God,
from Creed.
Like, it's like, you know, I want to.
I know who you are, fucker.
All right, you can't play possum with me on this bus, Scott.
That's
Stapp.
why
I'm
those
fucking
guys
you
don't
up.
ride the bus anymore.
All right.
It's not because they're not broke.
Behold,
you know that
the wizard is going to interrupt. We should have another song by
Oh yeah, you're right.
I want to
Music
hear
would be
his
cool.
mad licks.
All right. Well, I'm more than down to do another song. So all the music that we're going to be doing tonight is coming off my upcoming album, Radical Thon. I'll be more than happy to discuss later when and where you can find it. So the next song we are going to do is called Hip Hop Over Everything. This is a song about my coming into hip hop as a kid, as everything that I listened to, everything that I was about, and where the hip hop journey has taken me.
KWJUDAS, Free Radio Provo. This is Poet joining us for the return of KWJUDAS.
You know, a lot of people
Thank you
ask
for
me,
joining us.
what is it about hip-hop for you, poet? Man, where do I start, man? Hip-hop was everything to me as a little kid, man. It was the way I talked, the way I learned,
the way I make love.
Real talk. You know, hip-hop was everything in my life.
For all my hip hop heads, check it. Wake up, spark a Lucy, then roll out to my car. Got moment of truth blaring out by Gangstar. Long before the anarchy, the cause, or the drugs, was a 6-year-old taken by California love. Raised in a Mormon village where free thought was raped and pillaged. Lived the son of an immigrant bullied by the kids with privilege. Astray from the pack on the wrong side of the tracks, with his Walkman Jinko jeans and tilted Dodgers hat. Go through many different phases at a lot of different ages. Hanging in a bunch of places with a bunch of different races. Small town suburbia to the urban jungle. Late night Sarah Park, we occasionally would rumble. Roaming back streets, our hands in our mouth, busting a beat. In the cypher throwing shades to avoid the summer heat. Other kids in school were lame, asleep, blind as fuck. So we broke out of class with our dickies and pair of chucks. A native in a foreign land with the foreign tongue. What y'all call the U, we call the 801. Way before the mics and fancy stage lights. That night in 96 I knew hip-hop was life.
Got one DJ,
One b-boy, one mic.
the graph writer,
Paints the soundtrack to our life.
word up.
Keep it real, get down or fall back. This hip-hop over everything, homie, straight like that.
Got one DJ,
One b-boy, one mic.
the graph writer paints a soundtrack
To our life.
Word up, keep it real,
Get down or fall back.
This hip-hop over everything, homie, straight like that.
This wordsmith had a purpose, couldn't stop to rest or slumber. Had dreams to have more cream than the fucking cave of wonders. Repetitious repetition, inner visions and ambitions. Couldn't lose sight of the mission to carry on our tradition. Hip-hop became saturate, corporate propaganda. Everything stifled thanks to MTV extravaganzas. Once free thought, now enslavement to an audience. So I'm abolishing all you lyrical fucking lobbyists. Orm City CRS hit the drums like they were savages. Crews envied us in secret like Republican miscarriages. Don't label me a hater, I support y'all with the dream. Just now the struggle's being taught by kids who come from means. The culture's being perverted with that bullshit dubstep. Rappers playing other cat shit during their own set. A dying breed, mom feel like a saber-tooth tiger. Cause your baby mom's the only one who calls me a biter. Haha.
Got one DJ, one b-boy, one mic.
The graph writer paints a soundtrack to our life.
Word up,
Keep it real.
get down or fall back.
This hip-hop over everything, homie, straight like that.
Got one DJ,
One b-boy, one mic.
The graph writer paints a soundtrack to
Word
our
up.
life. Word up, keep it real, get down or fall back. This hip hop over everything, homie, straight like that.
This culture's universal, crossing boundaries, breaking barriers. It's in your home, your kitchen, even in your cell. Carries underground history, uncommon knowledge. Immortal taught me politics when I was too young for college. Public enemy made a movement, you couldn't stop it. NWA said fuck the cops, acting out of pocket. Flash Hurt, Bambaataa, create and innovate. Tekanina, differentiate and let them bitches hate. As one era passes, a new herd shall emerge, all forging separate paths in the quest of sound and word. I'm going forward all without trending or a gimmick. To the echelons are great for pushing hip-hop to its limits. So I share the stage with others, continue to open doors, elevate your third eye, see what is now in store. Before my quest for the throne, back when I was all alone, I give thanks to hip-hop for giving this orphan a home. Word.
Got one DJ,
One b-boy, one mic,
the graph writer paints a
soundtrack to our life.
Word up, keep it real.
Get down or fall back.
This hip hop over everything, homie.
Straight like that. Got one DJ, one b-boy, one mic.
The graph writer
Pace the soundtrack to our life.
Word up,
Keep it real, get down or fall back. This hip hop over everything, homie. Straight like that.
got one DJ,
Bust,
one b-boy,
bust,
one mic.
bust.
The graph writer paints the soundtrack.
Chickadee check, what?
Get down or fall back.
This hip hop over everything, homie. Straight like what? One b-boy, one mic. Get it. Keep it real. Fall back. Straight like that. Straight like that. Straight like that. Over everything. It's hip hop over everything. Nod your head, people. Shout out to all my hip hop heads out there.
Hey there, brother. It's been a minute.
It has been a minute, man. Well, I mean, it hasn't been too long.
Brother poet.
I mean, I always enjoy kicking it with my Delta Corn brothers, for real, man. And it's also good seeing, you know, I know we got Diego in the fucking house, man. You know, last time we were all together during, was it December when we did the show at City Limits?
December or January or one of those months before it.
One of the months before December. Like, yeah, I mean.
Oh, wait, it's January now. Fuck.
Yeah, it's January now. So.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I think that was actually November when Diego played with you, and we had a whole bunch of other rappers and DJs.
Right.
And
There was that one dude who basically had his his sound machine, his drum, like he just played like beats. Like,
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
for
dude.
some-
Sick.
Berto Beats.
Yeah,
That guy was
the Delta
awesome,
Corn didn't actually play that.
That guy was pretty
but me and
cool.
Judas were there running sound.
Yeah, no, like that was the last time I
Yeah.
saw you guys, man. So yeah, it's been a minute, but you know it's always good to kick it. Always, man.
Always. And it's another rare event this evening, by the way. We have all three members of the quorum here.
All
with us.
right.
Oh, yeah. We actually have Elder Schlongbob in the house.
He is
in the Hizzle.
studio
actually.
tonight. Elder Von Peef.
Well, he's too
Well,
fucked up. Don't give him
right,
the
no,
mic.
hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I said in a minute. Like, I'll come back in about 20.
My
See, I
man,
told
my
you.
man.
I told you so. Anyways, we'll take him to go and like shovel snow or fly a kite later.
He's actually got to go and do a presentation of the cerebral sphincter siphon. He's actually going to do it to himself. Like,
Oh wow, it sounds like a very
on an
like
infomercial that they're filming live
Self-inflicted
tonight.
cerebral
So he'll be
sphincter
back
siphon
when he's done.
by
filming
Dove. Schlongbob, you never told us.
it. Yeah.
Well, twist me testicles. Did you say you're going to die?
Do it.
Well, that just sounds swell. Anyways, what did you do for Christmas?
with my Christmas, man, I keep it simple. Like I'm not a Christian, so I don't celebrate it in that sense, you know. But when it comes to my kids, you know, I mean, we had a dinner. We went and saw a movie. We had some gifts. Like, I don't get crazy with my gifts. Some of you parents out there that are buying your fucking teenage children like iPhones and shit, y'all got it fucked up. But I mean, if you got it, spend it, I guess. But no, like for my children, we hung out. We hung out. We saw a movie. We ate dinner. We watched cartoons and kicked it. So Christmas, man, was just chilling with the family, man.
Huh. That's cool.
We had a great Christmas, didn't we, Judas?
Yeah, we did.
We played the most retarded Christmas shit we could find and drank the most expensive cognac we could afford.
True.
Fucking
we
happy
ate it like
motherfucking Kwanzaa, dude. Shit.
Yeah, dude, it was great.
Yeah, that was cool. So what did you do for Pioneer Day?
For what? Pioneer
Beer
Day? Oh, for buying beer day? Oh, fucking shit. What the fuck did I do for New Year's, man? What the fuck did I do?
All right. Never mind. I'll just skip that one.
Yeah, skip that
What
one.
did you do for Christopher Columbus Day?
Get the fuck out of here. I didn't do shit, but I went balls out on Yom Kippur, man. Like, fucking, we handled
shit,
business.
man.
So this last Monday was
It's all about
Martin Luther
Arbor
King
Day.
What'd you do for then?
I got fucking wasted.
Did you, Judas? I was talking to Poet.
Still. It goes with that saying, you know. I'm going to be wasted every Monday.
So,
And every Martin Luther King Day.
Man,
And like
it being
every
the
day of the
inauguration
week.
show, I just have to go back to that where, what a fucking insult where, the weekend, right before Martin Luther King Day, Donald Trump goes on this attack, against John Clark because John Clark, made a comment saying, I just don't think, Donald Trump is the right person to be president. And so Trump, how does he attack? Not through like press conferences or news. No, he gets on the fucking Twitter feed and tweets.
I know, right? Like a
what
little
is that? What
girl
is that? Just hops on Twitter
I mean,
and starts
no
talking
offense
shit.
to the girls out there or anything, but like a little teenage high school, a little ninny.
A little bitch. Period,
A little
man.
bitch. That's what we're saying. A little bitch. Yes.
And that's what happens. He got on Twitter, and this is the funny part.
No offense to all the bitches or ninnies either.
So, like, he
out there.
says all this shit about John Clark, about, he needs to focus on his district, which is a disaster, blah, blah, blah. But he's all talk. And it's like, does he not realize that John Clark not only marched with Martin Luther King, but almost was beaten to death by state troopers during a civil rights rally? I think the man has done a lot more than just talk in his life, so that's what happens. We have a president who is now just totally dick riding, the Putin Russia train, but yet shit talks our own civil rights heroes 3 days before fucking Martin Luther King Day, and then fucking a couple days before his election. Wow, man, this is going to be our social progress, man. This is going to be an interesting 4 fucking years, man, for real. Fuck that.
America.
Well, and they even gave us a chance to change the election, and they let the Electoral College re-vote, and they still voted for Trump.
Yeah, the Electoral College. So I will say this, as much of a political activist as I am, I'm probably one of the few people who will not jump on something without all the knowledge. For my understanding, the Electoral College, I'm not going to vote to get rid of it because I have no in-depth knowledge of the mechanism of it or what repercussions could come from that. So, I mean, with more information, I'd be more than down to say if the Electoral College should go or not because, I mean, obviously Hillary won the popular vote. I mean, that was just obvious. And what's even funny, too, the last fucking Republican who won, the Electoral College vote over the popular vote was the whole Al Gore, George Bush shit. That whole, catastrophe. But I will say what's fucking interesting is I was made to believe that the Electoral College would help us prevent a man like Donald Trump, to become president. But here he is. Here he is.
I think Donald Trump invented the Electoral College.
It's not true.
God, that like mind fucking
Think
blown.
about it. Why would
Slung
they
Bob, hand me
support
a nice house.
Donald Trump in the first place?
Yeah, man. Yeah, so we look back on this election, and I also don't just hold this towards the media and all that. I will believe that people are very susceptible to immediate information without looking it up. You can go on your Facebook feed right now and they can say, ooh, Donald Trump just murdered 3 baby kittens, and people are just like, oh yes, that had to been true without checking to see if it was clickbait. seeing if the ad was, just some bullshit. I knew that Hillary Clinton was a horrible candidate, and I will hold that against the Democrats. You had someone that people wanted. His name was Bernie fucking Sanders. That's who your people wanted.
Yeah, whatever happened to that guy?
He's still fighting. He actually, during November, before the elections, he was campaigning in California for Proposition. Forgive me, Californians, if anyone's listening. I think it's Proposition 69 to help keep the pharmaceutical companies from raising prices on prescriptions. So you know what Bernie is doing? He's doing what the fuck he's always done, and he's just fighting for social activism.
Well, that's badass.
So Bernie, that's another thing. He got totally cheated out of the, by the DNC, thanks Democratic National Committee. But guess what? He didn't stop. He didn't stop doing what it is that he believed in. And, that man was supported by the people. The people wanted him in droves. But because Hillary Clinton has done her 30-year backrooms with the devil, she played every card, voted every bullshit, did all her, backroom deals and all that type of fucking shady shit in Washington, D.C. She was owed to do. And so the powers that be gave it to her, just by thinking, because Donald Trump is this or that. It's like, no, you have a candidate that the people don't fucking want. So these people aren't inspired to go vote for her, but the people on the other side are inspired to vote for Trump. And so what do you think happened? He won.
Exactly.
He fucking won.
Having him as one of the main candidates is going to inspire both parties to vote. I mean, because it's like, well, kind of like you said, you don't really want Hillary in there, but the only reason you're going to vote for her is to try and keep Trump from getting in office.
Right, and that's the thing.
And of course that didn't. Of course, that didn't work. But.
Yeah, and I think that's what I took away from this election. That was probably the most profound thing. Was like, wow, this election lowered the bar for who we want to be in these kind of positions, man.
Big time.
It used to be that like our presidents, used to be we would compare who's done more. Oh, this guy, he built 3 churches. Oh, this guy brought water to starving cities. Or this guy did
Diego, you did that.
And like all this shit. But now this election was who was the least shittier person. Oh, Hillary's
the giant douche or the turd sandwich.
Thank you. Like we lowered the standards, man, and that is bullshit, and that has got to change, man. Like if we really want to rise up as people, we need to set higher standards for us.
Way higher.
And how are we going to do that?
Thank you for all that. And one
Sorry,
thing,
but
ladies and gentlemen, I really got to say,
go for it.
Is I'm not going to apologize for today's political content. We don't often talk politics on this show. We usually talk music.
Well,
but
this is the
we
post-inauguration
cannot
show.
Avoid this today. Inauguration, Donald
It was
Trump.
kind of the point
worst
of having the
thing
show
in
the night
America's
that we
history, in my opinion.
Right.
So
And hey, you
why
don't,
this is happening.
you don't always have to, talk politics, but it needs to be brought up, sooner or later. It's not like the thing that you can avoid, because whenever someone like a young listener looks at me and listens to my music and says, I'm not really interested in politics, I just look at him and say, well, politics is interested in you. They're interested in your apathy. You're too cool for school and all that. You don't have to go march at every fucking rally, but you know what helps is knowing when elections are taking place and who you're voting for. That's that's it's pretty cut and dry, man. So it's I mean, and thank you guys for indulging this. For the inauguration show, letting me come on and just speak some pretty radical, shit out there, but it's the things that need to be said. We don't have to, carry this shit, like a wet blanket, but at least we can sit and just talk like, wow, here we are today and why.
Well, because of the amount of people that are speaking out about this, more people than ever now realize how much this kind of stuff is affecting them.
Right.
There is a much larger outcry than there ever has been for political wrongdoings, and that's partly thanks to social media, online media.
Right, social media. I see it as I almost see like social media like so many other very revolutionary things made by by humanity, is that it has such great potential but such great damage, man. such great potential and such great damage. You know, you can use social media to find the nearest fucking rally. Like instead of like you'd have to go to coffee shops or like maybe a college campus. You'd have to like try to dig this shit up. Boom, like you know you can look up events in your area and bam, you know where to go. But you know, I think one thing that's gotten to me is that so many people want to post their opinions and their beliefs and all that, which they're every right to do, but I want things to change. I want things to change. Well, then get the fuck off Facebook and come to a goddamn rally, man. What the fuck do you think you're going to change?
Whoa. Wait, they still do rallies?
I know, right? Well, Judas, I'll be happy to inform you that on my way to this show tonight, I had the honor and the privilege of speaking on behalf of Utah against police brutality at the anti-Trump inauguration rally that we had tonight in downtown Salt Lake City.
Indeed. And that... And again, that tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is sort of why we designated this evening to do this show, even though the fact that, well... Free Radio Provo has kind of been not exactly on a sabbatical, but a little bit, we've been dormant, slightly hiatus
due to
a lot of different reasons. One of the biggest reasons is our transmitter was struck by lightning. And we're not just making this up. It really did happen.
Well, and then our website lapsed.
And then, yes, we had a lot of problems with our website and dirkety-slurkety.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's the weather's
Pay
fault.
us in peanut shells.
Like when you're getting paid in peanut shells, you can't just take that to the recycling place and expect them to treat it like it's aluminum cans. And so, yeah, we decided... I mean, even though we don't have our transmitter yet, which we will be getting soon, folks, we will.
Real soon.
In fact, when you hear this, you'll probably be listening to it through our new transmitter. What? Anyways, but we decided to do this because of, as previously stated, the inauguration.
We tried really hard to get the transmitter before this, but...
Yeah, in fact, we were shooting to do it before our Christmas show.
Yeah.
And we still did the Christmas show regardless because, dude, it's Christmas.
It's Christmas, man.
We don't want to deny all the KWJUDAS fans out there of their Christmas. So I think we've been talking for way too long.
It's another song time.
Yeah, for sure. What do we got up next here?
All right. I'm all about that. So this the next song we're gonna do is called "Call to Arms." I had the pleasure of recording it and collaborating with a good friend he's become a good friend, and he's actually a Salt Lake City, I guess you will say, veteran of the hip hop scene out there. His name is Dusk. Shout out to Dusk and Slug Magazine. And so it was a good time. So this song is called "Call to Arms."
Call to Arms. By poet KWJUDAS Free Radio Provo.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to commend you on making it thus far to witness how truly deep the rabbit hole goes. Now back to your regular scheduled programming. Real revolutionary hip-hop. Get your...
Yo, we back in effect on this one, man, for real.
Shout out to Utah against police brutality, Students for a Democratic Society,
to the street corners,
to all my other revolutionaries, from the northern part of Utah to the central part of Utah, all the way to the south,
where they're right in the bill to legalize the kill for real. Word is born, son. All my revolutionaries, where you at?
Annie up in this motherfucker, buck in this motherfucker, riot in this motherfucker, live in this motherfucker.
Fuck your monarchy, oligarchy and democracy, neoliberal bureaucracy and Mormon aristocracy.
In the belly of the beast, I swiftly cut the cord. Swords lacerate the members of civilian review boards. Statements of accountability, police presence, no tranquility. Shootings come in trilogies, eulogies and soliloquies. Collegians and suburbanites driven to start to rally. Molotovs in the alley for every Tom, Dick and Sally. Drastic times for drastic measures. Circuit judges head I sever. Generation wants better. Tear gas brings the stormy weather. Celebrity misdirection cover stories of progression. Whistleblowers and confessions inside government aggression. Candlelight vigils for civils. The oppression has to stop. They say violence ain't the answer. Shit, I think it's worth a shot.
This a call to arms.
The enemy is at the gates.
The odds are stacked against us, man.
Make no mistake, if we don't fight back, tell me when will we ever?
Even if we die today,
Our actions shall live forever.
this a call to arms.
The enemy is at the gates.
The odds
are stacked against us, man. Make no mistake.
If we don't fight back, tell me when will we ever? Even if we die today, our actions shall live forever.
The new age of hip-hop finally found a resurgence, fighting against the stream, going against every current. Outrun these rap cats with my skill and my endurance, and you blind to US-backed assassinations in Honduras. It's mass indoctrination and mass incarceration, ascension, elevation, reading the wealth of nations. The struggle inside is solid, sowing strengths with seeds of knowledge, gained freely from the block while you blow time in fucking college. A martyr for the people, condemned for the truth is lethal. They killed the Fourth Amendment and sovereignty in Puerto Rico. Illest rapping anarchists, either side of the equator. Music never panders to the lowest common denominator. Fundamentalist lobby game, politicians mix and match. It's an itch you can't scratch, like the career of Orrin Hatch. I forever defy conformity and the Senate majority. A patriot is taught to always question his authority.
This a call to arms.
The enemy is at the gates.
The odds are stacked against us, man.
Make no mistake,
If we don't
motherfuckers.
fight back, tell me when will we ever?
Even if we die today, our actions shall live forever.
This a call to arms. Enemy is at the gates. The odds are stacked against us, man.
Make no mistake, if we don't fight back,
tell me when will we ever? Even if we die today, our actions shall live forever.
word up. You can jail a revolutionary, but you can't jail a revolutionary. Word the fuck up to Fred Hampton. Ladies and gentlemen, the time is now to take action and to never dismiss the power that is you. And remember these words: change does not start on Capitol Hill. It starts in the neighborhoods. Shout out Free Radio Provo.
Poet here on KWJUDAS, Free Radio Provo.
Free
Thank you all
Radio
for joining
Provo.
in. We are at the top of the half hour. And it's quite a privilege to be back, folks. It feels great.
It's good to have you guys back, man. I mean, we always got to remember, man, we need you guys, whether you become, calling from, the Moons of Endor, or we're live right now, from Gumption.
Utah, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's the thing that we failed to actually give props to our sponsors, Derpinchly. That's one of the biggest reasons that we've sort of been out of order. Is Derpinchly had this huge lawsuit that they had to tie up in Zimbabwe.
It had nothing to do with lightning hit our transit. That was just an excuse, guys.
Well, we
I'm
kind of
sorry.
ran out of funds for a while because our
Derpinchly
sponsor
screwed us
was.
over. Our peanut shells ran out.
Well, peanut shells can only go so far. Like
Very
I said.
true, very true. Little fuckers can go, but not as far as we wish.
So they finally floated us a check for like $12.50 and a bag of red Skittles.
That let us turn the computer on tonight.
Show me
And
the
so
money.
yeah, that's how we were actually able
Bought
to
us the
turn
Trax
on
ticket.
this computer. And unfortunately, all they could afford is this ramshackle studio in Gumption, Utah.
Well, that's where the Trax ticket was to. We're not sure how we're getting home yet, folks. So
Yeah,
please
because
donate.
tracks only run to Gumption, Utah like 3 times a year. Once for holidays and once for, well, this.
Well, Doomsday inauguration. That's why we didn't originally tell you where we were coming from, because we were like, we're in a disclosed area. Maybe we should keep it to ourselves, because we know the second we told y'all about Gumption, everyone's going to start driving the fuck out of here, man.
Dude. So
Yeah.
forget we ever said where we were brought.
So sorry to the town of Gumption and all the 75 people,
75 population. Yeah. Oh, 74. Sorry, I heard.
Well,
Wayne died.
we did kind of promise that Armit that we wouldn't tell him what trailer we were in. The president of Gumption. Because Gumption is
Gumption has
actually
its
a
own
very
president.
unique.
That's healthy.
It's
That's
a unique
healthy
little
right there.
area of Utah. Armit, yeah. Armin H. Wallace, president of Gumption,
Armin H.
Utah.
Wallace. So, do you got another song for us there, poet?
Of course, brother. Of course, I got another song for you. So this next song, I'd like to introduce it real quick. It's going to be, I guess you will say, the final single off my new album, Radical Thought. Radical Thought will be available January 29th. It'll be available on iTunes. It'll be available on Google Play. You'll be able to stream it on Spotify. You also can download your own personal MP3 copy off poet801.bandcamp.com. This next single is called We the People, and just tonight, me and my camera guy, Udo, shout out to Udo and Midnight Marauders, who shot Mass Shooter with me. We recorded at the rally tonight for this upcoming music video, we should hopefully have released in the next few weeks.
Music video by Poet. Free Radio Provo, KWJUDAS. This is We the People.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for walking with me to the ending of this chapter.
Ladies and gentlemen, this song is to remind everyone that today was kind of a fucking embarrassing day, but guess what? We live on, and tomorrow we go back to doing it what it is that we do.
So I want everyone, nod your head.
Nod that head, man, if you still believe in hope, if you still believe in persevering over injustices.
Yeah.
We are the people. What up, what up? We are the people, our spirits are of anew, united as the many, once divided by the few, rising up to the occasion, ready for any challenge. It's the power as a nation that can help restore the balance. Too long we all been silent, feeling hated and degraded, easily became jaded, tuned out and got faded, cause nothing makes any sense. Everything is ass backwards like American infrastructure. Our society has been fractured, relations with cops and cities have quickly deteriorated. Blue collar men and women are grossly unappreciated. As stocks start to soar, the dollar starts to plummet like a soup kitchen meal. The truth is hard for you to stomach. As schools lose their funding, Walmart makes record profits. Our values we have lost it. We're all spiritually exhausted, but the people are resilient. We have never given up. We know the search for the answer, it starts inside of us.
We are the people,
Mighty and strong,
we shall rise and
overcome.
everything's good.
It's gonna be alright
The future is
for us to decide.
We are the people,
Mighty and strong,
we shall rise
and overcome.
everything's good. It's gonna be alright.
It's gonna be alright, folks. You pay for school to get a job to pay for school. Capitalist society, sleight of hand is the golden rule. But if we lower the rates with more access to our grants, abolish Common Core, our students' education has a chance. And there is a lot of light in the dark times that we live in. Salute the DOJ cutting ties with private privilege. Avoid government interference, drastic measures notwithstanding. Shout out to our gay people who can marry, start a family. Officials fail, constituents protest and start to chatter. In the streets of white cities, the sounds of Black Lives Matter. We fight for Cody Evans, Daniel Wheeler, Dylan Taylor, James Parker, Darren Hunt, and the silent remainder. For young Tony Nunez, we ride for Latino people. Todos legidos, todos emigrantes, no human being is illegal. We all rely on each other. The path to peace and prosperity all relies inside our brothers. We are the people, mighty and strong. We shall rise and overcome. Everything's good, it's gonna be alright. The future is for us to decide. We are the people,
mighty and strong.
we shall rise, my people, I swear.
Everything's good.
It's always darkest before the dawn, but please believe the dawn is coming. Now I'm not asking a lot, social change is realistic. Cause you don't win the first time, ain't no reason to be pessimistic. Our attitudes are in doubt when attitudes are indifferent. Cause salvation is a card played by the sick and the twisted. Our soldiers fight for freedom, so let's pause and give thanks. Close your account as with Fargo, put money in a local bank. When economics get harder, make your finances sharper. Buy food from a local gardener and go to a local barber. Turn off your TV, don't buy whatever the man is selling. Tell Congress to provide housing to families and felons. Avoid my bad, people. City council meetings and vote in local elections. Practice what we preach and live it out every day. Keep dealers from stopping kids like Congress did Medicaid. Now it doesn't solve it all, we have plenty more to do. But I simply believe, cause I believe in me and you. Word up.
We are the people,
Mighty and strong,
we shall rise
and overcome.
Everything's good.
It's gonna be alright. 2017, I promise.
We are the people.
Mighty and strong, we shall rise and overcome.
Everything's good.
It's gonna be alright.
The future is for us to decide. We are the people.
If you listen to this right now, throw your hands up. Throw up that one. We're gonna be okay, ladies and gentlemen. Much love. Yeah, so we just, once again, that song is called We the People. And myself and my boy Yudo, who does Midnight Marauders, who shoots music videos, does a lot of filmography. He actually filmed my last music video, my debut music video actually, called Mass Shooter. Mass Shooter is also on the Radical Thought album. You can go view it right now at YouTube, on YouTube at Poet 801. Just type in Mass Shooter. What that video was entailing. With Mass Shooter, we basically were talking about gun violence in America, you know, in light of all the mass shootings that we basically have once every fucking year. But I was glad to have him again join me at tonight's rally in Salt Lake, and we filmed We the People, and I look very forward to how that video comes out.
Nice. Hey, Judas,
Yes.
you still with us?
Yeah.
Judas,
yes.
are you still there?
I'm sorry. I just took a hit of LSD and I'm kind of slipping into some.
Oh, is that what happened? Because I heard you were so inspired by this that you bounced out of here real quick so you can go put in your application to run to be the next president of Gumption.
He also
That would kind of be something you'd do on a really good acid trip.
he also had to change his panties.
Well, I mean, you can't do a radio show with dirty panties, man. I mean, come on now.
I'm trying to actually talk to Schlangbog, but he's even more fucked up than I am.
Do we trust Professor Von Peef with the microphone right after receiving a self-administered cerebral sphincter siphon on the
He
air
did.
for an infomercial?
See, fuck acid.
No,
he
fuck
actually
acid,
has
man.
been
Who needs
coming
out
down off of a self-administered cerebral sphincter siphon, and
an
it hasn't
infomercial live on
actually
the air,
washed
like,
all the
that
way
just
through
happened,
his
guys.
system.
Yeah.
And that happened like
too.
how long ago was that,
Dude, that was
Schlongbob?
15 minutes ago when he got done.
15 minutes ago when I got done.
No, I mean like when you first did it.
When I
Wasn't
first
that like
did
2
what?
days ago?
Dude, I've been doing it for like a few years.
Hard. Well, I don't know. I've never wanted to be Schlongbob.
I don't expect you to, dude. Come on. Like, seriously.
You know, we should probably have a commercial pretty soon here.
Well, this fucking like
We've got about 10 minutes left. Okay, well, let's play a song and we'll come back.
You're done, Schlong Bob.
Schlong, I just want to say, you got nothing but love from the poet, man. I mean, nothing but love to Schlong, man. And damn, my man, you are lit as fuck right now, dude. And so, all right, so the final song I'll do for you tonight on my upcoming album, Radical Thought, is called I'm So Proud. You know, with songs like I'm So Proud, I wanted to remind people that even though times are hard, you know, I'm proud of every little thing that we do in our everyday community, man. From, you know, people that are fighting with addiction to our single mothers, people that are working hard, you know, people that are just trying to do the next right thing, that aren't trying to be famous or ain't trying to do all this bullshit. They just want to be decent human beings in a time where it's almost very hard to be a decent human being. So I'm so proud. This is dedicated to everyone that does the next right thing, and I'm very proud of all my people.
Hell yeah. Poet on Free Radio Provo. KWJUDAS. So proud.
I also want to say that I'm proud to look in my community and see the good things that people want to do. I get to look at people and I get to see people overcome their adversity every day. Shout out to everyone that's trying to better themselves on Rio Grande. Man, that just feels good, don't it, people? I know you bumping this right now. Just close your eyes and let's kick back. Free Radio Provo, what's up? It's Poet at the crib, sounds of Einstein in your ear. Think of all the crazy shit that can happen in a year. It all starts as a dream, glory road where you're heading. You're drinking Seagram 7 under the stairway to heaven. Hopeless and homeless, jail cells and overdoses. Make some moves and get your focus. The streets start taking notice. Me and Coma doing shows. Some kids nobody knows. Then we opened for Tech 9 and just stole the fucking show. Every opportunity is without a hesitation. Man, they manifest itself with sacrifice and dedication. That's how it goes. It still blows me away. I never thought I'd see the day when I'd hear my people say, I'm so proud of the way you came up. I'm so proud of the time you made up. I'm so proud how you made your way up. And I'm so proud that you never gave up. I want to say I'm proud to be a father. Shout out to my babies, my little girls, Devery and Serenity. My little man, my baby boy, Rebel. Daddy is so proud of you, and he's proud of the beautiful lives you are being grown by your mothers. And I'm proud to be a part of your life. Shout out to my kids. Get algorithms, knowledge is the condition, freeing the mind from its prison. You don't get what I'm kicking or the metaphors I'm spitting. In layman's terms, get over yourself and quit the bitching. I don't dismiss your pain, cause inside I feel the same. For a poet's soul is only giving birth inside the rain. Don't let your dirty shoes hold you back from the dance. As long as you get out of bed, your life has got a fighting chance. You barely make rent and your check is spent. Well, your spirit is content, now your wealth makes sense. The foundation that we lay for the next to make a way. If no one told you today, let me be the first to say, I'm so proud
of the way you came up.
And I'm so proud
of the time you made up.
And I'm so proud
how you made your way up.
And I'm so proud
that you never gave up.
And I would like to say I'm so proud of all my people in recovery, all my people that put that dope down, that put that drink down, and went to achieve something big in their life. I'm proud of all my activists. I'm proud of all the hard-working men and women who actually pay their fucking taxes, unlike our commander-in-chief. And I'm proud of everyone that has had the nothing but the utmost humbling honor to support me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so proud to be here tonight. I'm proud here to rap with you. My name is Poet, man. Much love. So yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, wizard!
Yeah, Derpinsley.
Why, yes, Derpinsley guy. Why would you beseech of me?
Are you tired of not being schlong, Bob?
Oh, that's just nonsense. What the hell is a schlong bomb?
Good, sir. You, among thousands of other random peripatetics, evolve themselves, asking themselves the same boring, redundant question day after day.
Well, come on now. Aren't you going to tell me?
Oh, grovel no more, flatulent comrade. Try this new Schlongbot transmogrifying suppository. Just 2 dabs of Vaseline, a pop and twist of the knuckle, and there you have it, folks.
Oh, well, it sounds horrific. But
just try it.
Dude, I need like 2 more pops and 2 more twists of the knuckle.
Am I allowed to interject and say, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
As you can see, the wizard has been reduced into a bumbling schlongbob.
So, break it on.
In just a matter of moments, the Schlongbob suppository has reduced this wizard into nothing but a drunken schlong. Brought to you by Derpinsley. And if it doesn't say Derpin, it's not Derpinsley.
Wow.
Wow is fucking right.
I can't
man.
believe we just turned
Fuck
wizard into
was that?
Schlongbob.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say the fuck word.
So we got about 7 minutes left.
Okay.
What do you want to do? Tiddlywinks?
Oh, Tiddlywinks came up again. Already? Jesus.
Is that the category words for the Death Quorum this week?
Oh no. It's when it comes down to the line, and we want to see who knows what Tiddlywinks is.
Indeed.
Do you know what Tiddlywinks is?
I do not, but I'm quite intrigued.
Well, you've got him hooked now, Judas.
You got to flip
Did
a
you
coin with a
Did you
coin
bring your
into
Tiddlywinks?
a cup.
A coin
No, I didn't.
and a coin to the cup.
Or a disc or some sort of flat surface thing. You can maybe use a
You
really,
use a
really
coin
solid
to put a
pancake.
coin into a cup.
All right, let's give it a shot.
Wow. You almost got it.
Ah, shit, almost, man. Hell yeah! You know what? All right, I'm on board with the Tiddlywinks now. Okay?
Wait, now it's your turn, Wizard.
Are you gonna borrow me a coin? I might pocket it. These pockets eject everything, so all my change just like falls out on the street, but it's okay.
Right, for the cause, man. You
It's
know.
all for the cause.
That's
and
another
those
thing, folks.
spirits.
Push back against any type
All
of
right,
dumb shit you might be
thanks,
hearing about the
Judas.
homeless,
I got
man.
your
Make sure you
point.
always give out.
It's my turn for Tiddlywinks. Yeah, dude. Well, just wait. It's
You just
going
flipped my
around-
microphone off.
It's going around the planet. It's gaining momentum.
Oh,
It's coming back,
shit.
dude. You'll see.
Wow, that sucked.
Give it about 6 hours. It'll be back.
It'll be back. It'll be back by next week's episode.
Yeah, you'll see. It'll land right in your cup, dude. You'll be blown away. That coin totally went out the window. You saw it.
This is like the best ending ever.
It truly is, man. It truly fucking is.
So you like,
Stuff.
do you think, creamy or crunchy? What do you prefer?
Shit. Well, it depends on the context, motherfucker. Shit. I prefer.
Don't we have another song, or was that it?
That was it, brother.
That was it.
I laid it down
All right,
for y'all,
well,
man.
shit, man. We might have to do another Derp and
That
Speak
was-
commercial
that was-
where
dude, that's some
Schlongbob
bad
makes
shit.
a jackass
Ain't
out
even been
of
released yet.
Wizard. I mean, wait, Wizard turned into Schlongbob. No, right. One of those sort of things happened. Anyways, like I was saying, I personally prefer crunchy.
Crunchy, okay. Okay.
Extra crunchy if possible.
I like creamy.
Have you guys ever toasted your peanut butter sandwiches?
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course, man. If you haven't toasted your peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you need to get the fuck out of here.
And use butter, of course. You got to use butter.
Damn, butter too?
On the outside, yeah.
Dude,
I've
dude.
never- no.
Just
What's
like a
awesome-
grilled cheese, only peanut butter and jelly.
Well, I mean, do I look like I put butter on my PB&J? I mean, obviously, if you look at me and all the Marlboros and energy drinks, I'm just the embodiment of health. You know, I mean, come on, now, like, fuck.
What's really fucking cool is if you've got a deep fryer. You take
Get the fuck out of here.
No, come on. I don't want to sound like, come on. Just hear me out.
At least we're in gumption
Okay.
for this, man. You know, get
When-
fried.
Next time you guys are in gumption, stop by for one of these bastards. I didn't even know what they called them. But what they do is they take a flour tortilla, okay? Then you get a line of crunchy peanut butter, line of apricot jelly. No, come on. Line of apricot jelly. And then you put some cheddar cheese, big old line, not real, real cheese.
Sharp cheddar.
Sharp cheddar's even better.
Sharp cheddar's
Sharp
always
cheddar.
better.
Cheddar's always better. Anyways, then you roll that motherfucker up.
Sharp cheddar.
Make sure it ain't coming undone when you throw it in the deep fryer.
Use
Let it
toothpick.
sit there a minute or two. Pull that
Burn.
fucker out, and then dust it in cinnamon sugar. That shit's the shit.
I prefer to roll it in cinnamon sugar.
Rolling it's better.
Whether you
Rolling it in
roll,
cinnamon sugar and
Dust it,
more
roll it.
butter.
dust it, roll it, dunk it. I mean, it's like now we're just splitting hairs here. But wow, that just sounds like I take one bite into it, I all of a sudden become like fucking Dom DeLuise and shit. I just
You take one bite into it, and you immediately jizz.
No, you
your
got to wrap it in
pants.
bacon if you want to become
Dom DeLuise, man.
You guys don't got to pick on Don DeLuise like that.
Of course we do. He's not here to fight back.
Yeah, exactly.
Neither is Jim Croce.
Ooh.
Think about that.
Sharks got fangs, man.
Yeah. Next time you insult
Robin
fat
Williams
people that
can't
are
touch
dead,
me.
think about skinny people that are dead too. Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking about the skinny people that are dead, and maybe if they would have had one of them some bitches
Wait a
from
sec.
shit, it would have been all
Is
right.
Jim Croce dead?
Hey,
I don't even know.
hey.
Don't say hey without a follow up. Come on. What do you got? What do you got?
That handicapped guy from Derpinsley just walked in the room. I think we're done.
Oh, all right. Well, we got about 30 seconds. So will everybody please join me in a short verse of Macy Gray? Come on. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I try to say goodbye. And
He's just giving me shit because my voice is worn out, man.
I try to walk away and I stumble.
All right, with the last 10 seconds,
seconds.
I want to say thank you, everyone, for listening. Keep following me at Poet801. You can follow me on Twitter, all that good shit. And thank you for listening and supporting the music. Shout out Free Radio Provo.
Hell yeah.
You guys are fucking awesome, man.
We'd like to thank you all for joining us on another exciting episode of Free Radio Provo. Join us again for the next exciting exclusive episode of Free Radio Provo, and we'll turn you back to your regular scheduled Free Radio programming.